Well, welcome back to Frankfurt. Phil Casper along with studio engineer Bernie Fansella, now joined by Rocky Downing in Hillsboro, and they are off quite a bit in Hillsboro, so we should be able to get you the majority of both of these games. This championship boys game should be a pretty good matchup. It's two different styles of teams. Hanover, or rather Clifton Clyde, they want to run it up and down the court as fast as they can. However, I'm not sure, Rocky, you really want to get into that type of game with Hanover because that's exactly the type of game that'll play right into them. They want to do the same thing, and Hanover's very athletic.
Extremely athletic, and I agree with you. It's a game that I think Clifton Clyde needs to run to have a chance to win the basketball game. They've also got to hit some shots from around the perimeter to keep up with some of what Hanover does. But the defense and athleticism of the Hanover Wildcats is something that Clifton Clyde, they know what they've got to deal with, but they have to deal with it.
Well, they will have to deal with it, and they did a pretty good job last night. You know, watching their game last night, Slater Lawson started hitting threes. They were hitting perimeter. They were running down the court. They forced, can't even remember who they played last night, Blue Valley, into the type of game that they wanted to play, and that's a run-and-gun type of game. So it might be kind of interesting as we get underway here. It's kind of see who can last longer. Jim Blackwell runs pretty deep on the bench. So does Kim Losey. He runs pretty deep on the bench as well. Now, last night with Hanover Centralia, Hanover did not play a great game. They gave Centralia probably more opportunities than they should have.
Yeah, and you know, you bring up a great point. First, the fact that it's hard to remember who played last night when you've just called 5 more games today, Flip. So we understand where you're coming from completely. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they can get out and go. And I think it will depend a lot on the starts of the basketball game. Hanover played rugged in their last outing. You know, they want to come back and really fine tune some things, and Coach Losey will make sure that kind of stuff is happening. But I think the longer it stretches out and Clifton Clyde stays a part of, you know, they haven't been in this TVL championship since you said the very first year they held it, and then they were in 96, I think you said. So it'll be interesting to kind of just get over the hype and get down to playing basketball.
Well, I think they will. You know, Clifton Clyde is the type of team, they're not going to blink. They don't care who they're playing. They're going to go out there, and they know they can win every time they go on the floor. Hanover's been here before. It's old hat to them. They know what to do, but you're right. And you bring up a great point, two different styles of games. They played Centralia last night that's going to knock you around for 4 quarters, and they did it with Hanover. Clifton Clyde won't do that. They probably won't be near as physical as Centralia was, so it'll be more of a finesse-type game, which Hanover really likes that as well.
Yeah, they do. They love to get up and down the court, but I think Hanover will try to impose their wheel a little bit on Clifton Clyde in a matter of that won't let them just get out and have fun running. They're going to make it difficult and as physical as you can in an up-and-down type of ball game. So I think you've got a good one on your hands tonight. I think most people expect Hanover to kind of stretch it out, but, you know, Clifton Clyde has played at an extremely high level this week.
Well, they've been fun to watch for sure, and they've had a good week here at the TVL. Rocky, I know you were listening to that the women's game, and I tell you, that started out, and I'm watching Emily Ebert, and I'm watching Macy Debley, and, you know, show me 2 better players at any level. 2 better seniors than those two. It was very fun to watch, but Macy Debley owned Emily Ebert for 3.5 quarters and stretched her team's lead to 8, and then all of a sudden Kenan Brandt with 2 brilliant defensive plays and opens up Emily Ebert, and she buries a 3. And it was fun to watch Frankfurt in that comeback. They hang on, and they win it by 1.
Well, you've got to give Brandt an incredible amount of credit, I think, in that basketball game, because if she doesn't step up, they've got Everett shut down, and I think a lot of people think that's a one-girl show at Frankfurt. You know better than that. You even commented on the road trip home the other night when we had called games and you were in that gym, and you said they've got some talent across the board, and I know Coach Everett was very excited for the opportunity to play at home in his daughter's senior year for a TVL title between 2 powers in the state and in the Twin Valley League. That's a fun. I know the atmosphere had to be incredible out there.
Well, it was packed. I mean, there was no room in here at all, and it was a lot of fun. And I'll pat myself on the back for a minute. I mentioned Kenan Brandt by name on the trip home. I said I think she's the difference maker on that Frankfurt team. When she's on the floor, Everett is better, and when Everett is not good, Brandt is. And she was tonight, and she's just a junior. So, you know, here's a team that everybody said, well, when Everett's gone, they're not going to be anything. You better think again, because Frankfurt's going to be pretty good for a few years to come.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt about it, but I think impressive just listening to the game that it sounded as if Emily didn't try to force too much when it wasn't coming, because she had Devley kind of forcing her hand. Devley was having a big ball game. Those two seniors know each other as well as anybody in the TVL, but it sounded like she just kind of waited for the game to come to her, and when she had her chance, she took advantage.
She did, but it took her a while to get there. She was trying to force, and at one point, I could see Brian Ebert with his hand on the back of her head, and he was very close to her, and I think he was saying, hey, it's not there. You know, I mean, you know as well as I do in sports, it doesn't matter what you're playing. Sometimes it's just not there. So sometimes you have to do other things and be that role player and support player, and she fell into that. And then when the game did come to her, she answered with 5 points that were much needed at that time of the game. That's the sign of a great player, and Macy Debley was the same way. She stepped up, and she took that team on her back and did everything she could to get that W, but they fall a point short.
Well, and those two are going to go play at the next level, and will be very, very good there as well. So what a fun game and what a fun finish. And for Frankfurt, congratulations. For Hanover, you know, they've got they would love to have had this, and it's a fun one to get, but I know both those teams have bigger things on their mind in the postseason.
Yeah, they'll move on, and I think they have to play again this year before it's all said and done. They've now split. They're 1-1 against each other. Frankfurt goes to 11-1 on the year. Hanover goes to 8-2. Both of these guys' teams out here warming up, getting set for boys championship. It's the final game of the Twin Valley League Tournament 2019. We'll bring you back to Frankfurt after these.
KCLY's coverage of the Twin Valley League Basketball Tournament is brought to you in part by Nutrient Ag Solutions, Ray's Apple Market, Green Team Cars Clay Center, Farm Bureau Financial Services Justin Tadman Agent, Hometown Lumber and Hardware of Marysville, and Central Valley Ag.
KCOY's coverage of the Twin Valley League Basketball Tournament featuring the Hanover Wildcats is brought to you in part by Wardcraft Home Store, Citizen State Bank of Waterville, Hanover, and Marysville, Sapp Brothers, Hanover Hospital Warren Clinic, Turn 4 Bar and Grill, Jones Trash Service, and B&W Electric.
Instead of turning for home, here's a better idea. Go to Turn 4 Bar and Grill in Hanover. They're open from 4 to midnight Monday through Saturday, and they feature a variety of menu items such as sandwiches of all kinds, pizzas with your favorite toppings, and on Thursday nights, it's Mexican food night. If you're especially brave, you can try the specialty known as the Turn 4 Pizza from Hell. It might be a little spicy, but one thing's for sure, you'll have a good time at Turn 4 Bar and Grill in Hanover.
Are you looking for ways to save your money and earn interest? Check out Call Valley State Bank. They have a variety of CD rate options to suit your needs. Their rates have been increasing, so come in today. Call Valley State Bank in Clifton is a proud supporter of the Clifton Clyde Eagles. Call Valley State Bank, conveniently located in a location near you in Clifton, St. Mary's, and Wamego. Member FDIC. Go Eagles!
Insuring the Heartland, the Dragaston Insurance Agency and Buckeye Insurance Group can assist you with the best price and product for today's farm insurance. Call the Dragaston Agency at 785-325-2263 and ask for Justin for your complete financial insurance analysis and quote. The Dragaston Agency and Buckeye Insurance Group provide quality products and service in today's market. Customer service is what they offer, along with fair premiums and personal contact. The Dragaston Agency in Washington and Concordia.
Back in Frankfurt, Phil Casper, studio engineers Bernie Fancella, Rocky Downing in Hillsboro at the Clay Center Tigers. They're going to be probably about 15 to 20 minutes before the start of that Tiger game, so get to quite a bit of this one. They are getting ready to announce starting lineups here in Frankfurt, Clifton Clyde, and Hanover. So while they do starting lineups, we'll take one more timeout, bring you back for boys championship basketball in the TVL, the final game, TVL 2019, coming up after these.
It takes a lot of grit to be a farmer. The workday isn't defined by the number of hours you work, but by the work you do in those hours. And the job isn't done unless it all pays off when the combines roll. So when the work gets tough and the work days get long, count on Golden Harvest to deliver strong genetics, local know-how, and a dedication to service. Contact LeClaire Seeds, your local seed advisor, at 2851 and start seeing your hard work pay off.
Sunflower Insurance of Clifton specializes in helping farmers protect their investments with the right crop and farm insurance coverage. Along with home, property, and liability insurance, Sunflower also has the expertise to handle your tax preparation so you can avoid the headache of the complicated tax code. With their many years of knowledge and experience, Sunflower Insurance will minimize your taxes and maximize your refund. Give Sunflower Insurance of Clifton a call today.
When you get your hair cut and colored, make sure you pamper your hair between trips to the stylist. Element Salon and Day Spa offers the best hair care products to keep hair strong and healthy so you look your best at all times. This month, when you buy any 2 products, you can purchase 1 item from their selected table at 50% off. Get quality name brand hair care products that keep up with you. Call Element Salon and Day Spa in Washington for your next appointment at 325-2266. Our young people are the future, and we all want them to have the support they need for successful and fulfilling lives. Turner Funeral Home in Clifton is a proud supporter of the school and community organizations and encourage you to be an active part as well. Building strong foundations and working together are keys to teaching our youth about hard work, commitment, pride, and success. Join Turner Funeral Home in recognizing and applauding the achievements of all the students in the area.
Back at Frankfort, getting set for boys championship basketball. Your starting lineup: Slater Lawson for Clifton Clyde, a 5'7" junior; Douglas Cook, a 6-foot sophomore; Jarek Weike, a 5'11" sophomore; Aiden Rudolph, a 6-foot sophomore; and Christian Seifert, a 6-foot senior. Cade Cohorst, a 6'1" senior, goes for Hanover. Dakin Stahlbomber, a 6'1" senior; Thomas Atkins, a 6'3" senior; Pete Peters, a 6'3" senior; and Carter Bruno, a 6-foot senior. Pete Peters and Christian Seifert will jump at center court. And we are underway. Tip controlled by Hanover, right into the hands of Carter Bruna. Here come the Wildcats. Cohorst on the wing, guarded by Seifert. Seifert knocks it away. Nice defense by Christian Seifert. Back to Stahlbomber. Now Atkins on the baseline. Atkins floats, yes. And Thomas Atkins gets things started, driving the baseline. It's 2-0 early. Rudolph. Slater Lawson, 3. No, strong into the hands of Atkins. Here comes Hanover. 1-on-1. Atkins other end. Lay-in, yes. And Hanover's come out quick and come out strong. Now Rudolph in the lane. Back to Lawson. Lawson stuck. Needs to get rid of it. Now does to Rudolph. Rudolph tries driving around Bruna. He's cut off. Nothing there. Rudolph skip pass inside Cook, loses it. Weike has a block by Bruna, gets it back out to Lawson. Now kicks it to Seifert. Seifert, right elbow, floater, yes. Christian Seifert, nice shot from the senior, and it's 4-2. Here comes Hanover. Stahlbomber, right wing 3, no, off the mark. That's going to go out of bounds, back to Clifton Clyde. So 4-2, just about a minute and a half in. Again, we'll get you to Hillsboro as soon as the Tigers are ready to go. Seifert brings it down, guarded by Atkins. To Rudolph. He'll dribble over left, hand it to Cook. Back to Seifert, to Lawson. Cade Cohorst out on Lawson. They're not going to let him shoot threes. They know he can. Now Lawson in the lane needs to get out of there. Back to Rudolph. Lawson got stuck with 1 foot in the lane and no call. Now Seifert's going to drive baseline. Kicks it out to Rudolph. Drives. Shot won't go. Pete Peters with the board. Peters to Bruna. Bruna to Atkins. Atkins back up top to Bruna. Now Bruna will shoot 3 from the top of the key, and Carter Bruna will bury it. 7-2, Hanover leads. Rudolph to Seifert. Seifert tries driving around Atkins, not much there. Underneath, Weike up and over. Peters and Jarek Weike with a great shot. Here comes Bruna now. quickly to Peters, and Peters is bumped by Rudolph, and Rudolph's going to pick up a cheap foul. So Aiden Rudolph will pick up foul number 1. Team's first foul, Rudolph's first. Inbounds, Cohorse, 3 from the baseline, and Cade Cohorse buries a 3, and it's 10-4. And Hanover really struggled last night. They struggled to get going. Still won by double digits, but really struggled to get going against Centralia, and hasn't been the case here tonight. Clifton Clyde, Rudolph in the lane, drives up and over Peters, has it blocked out of bounds. And it'll stay with Clifton Clyde. And Rudolph's just a sophomore for these Eagles. 1 senior starter, that's Seifert. 1 senior, 1 junior, and 3 sophomores, and now Christian Seifert throws it away. Bomber inbounds to Bruna. Left side, Cohorse, back to Bruna, looking in, not much there. There's Atkins on the baseline. Back to Bruna, top of the key. He kicks it left. Cohorse, 3 from the baseline, and Cade Cohorse hits another one. And it's 13-4. That's 3 threes, 2 for Cohorse. Seifert now in the lane, tries going up and over Peters, and Christian Seifert is fouled. So Pete Peters will pick up his first, and Christian Seifert goes to the line shooting 2. It's 13-4, Hanover with the early lead. Seifert's free throw is good. Seifert will have one more. Rims out. Thing all but down, just couldn't fall. Down court quickly. It's Cohorse to Bruna. Left wing 3. No, off the mark. Rebound loose, and they're going to call Boo for a foul. They're going to call Pete Peters, and that's number 2. So Peters is going to come out, and Gavin Frawley will come in. Pete Peters picks up 2 early. Clifton Clyde gets it back. Kaufman will bring it down. Gunnar Kaufman in the lane, puts one up from the stripe. Yes, nice shot from Gunnar Kaufman. It's 13-7. Here's Bruna down court. Atkins, 10-footer, no, off the mark. Rebound Frawley, and now a foul is going to be called. Frawley's going to go to the line shooting 2, and that's going to be on Douglas Cook. So Cook will pick up his first, and Gavin Frawley goes to the line shooting 2. Frawley, a 6'5" senior. First free throw, short. Frawley will have one more. Free throw up and won't go. Nice rebound by Wyatt Lang. Got up and over Thomas Atkins. Rudolph brings it down. Kaufman looking in. Backs up, pops 3, misses, out of bounds to Hanover. Bruna inbounds to Stahlbomber, back to Bruna. 3.5 minutes left in the first. Bruna directing traffic. Clifton Clyde's gone man-to-man. There's Crawley. Hands it to Stahlbomber. Now Stahlbomber in the lane off glass, won't go, but he's fouled. I think they got Wyatt Lang on Stahlbomber. So Wyatt Lang's going to pick up foul number 1. And Stahlbomber will go to the line shooting 2. Stahlbomber's free throw is good. Second one from Stahlbomber off the mark. Rebound. Good rebound from Jarek Weike. Here comes Seifert. Seifert's going to try going to the hoop and does. Strong can't get it to fall. Rebound by Atkins. Here comes Atkins down court. He's going to back it out. Stahlbomber, three, no. Strong, rebound Lang. 14-7, 3 minutes left in the first. Rudolph to Kaufman. Kaufman skips it to Weike on the baseline. Weike trying to get it into Lang and now has it batted away from Stahlbomber. Here comes Atkins, look out, and jams it home. Thomas Atkins with the two-handed jam, and it's 16-7. There's Kaufman now, has it blocked by Dawson Sedlacek just into the game. Here comes Stahlbomber down court. He's going to back it off. Now he'll kick it right to Sedlacek. Lobs it into Prawley. Turns, faces Lang. Now back out to Sedlacek. Up top to Stahlbomber with 2:21. Atkins on the wing. Into Bruna. Has it batted out of there by Lang. Back to Prawley. He's going to take one from the stripe. Won't go. Rebound Kaufman. Now Kaufman loses it. Now on the ground, and they're going to call a jump ball, and that'll be possession to Clifton Clyde. Coach Tim Losey wanted to travel. And now Coach Jim Blackwell wants a timeout. 2:07 left in the first. 16-7. Hanover leads when we come back.
Midwest Products is a leading provider of ready-mix concrete for commercial and residential projects. They can pour foundations for basements along with walls, driveways, steps, sidewalks, and patios. With state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, and Washington, their local teams are prepared to serve every aspect of your project. They are proven experts who always deliver quality results. Customer service is and always will be the top priority. For your next concrete project, call Midwest Products at 800-371-2252.
2:07 left in the first, 16-7. Hanover's come out pretty strong, and Coach Jim Blackwell with that timeout now. Clifton Clyde hanging in there. Hanover will go man-to-man. Seifert with Atkins on him, down court. Lawson. Over to Rudolph. Get pass inside Lang and trying to bowl his way in. They'll call a foul on the floor. And that's on Prawley. Rudolph looking to inbounds. Gets it into Lang. Now Seifert, three, left wing, high, arcing three. That's going to go out of bounds, and it'll go to Hanover. Sedlacek will inbounds right in front of me to Bruna. Bruna across the timeline. Get pass into Prawley, and Prawley can't get to it. Just let him a little too much. And it'll go back to Clifton Clyde with 1:40. Full court man-to-man defense from Hanover. Lawson, baseline, he's going to dribble back up. He wants three, but they are on him quick. They know he can shoot. Rudolph, Lawson, left baseline. Atkins out on him in a hurry. Lang up and over Bruna, won't go. Prawley with the rebound. Here comes Bruna, down court, in transition, in the lane. Now backs it out, kicks it left. Sedlacek, baseline three, no strong. Rebound. Oh, rebound by Stahlbomber. Putback won't go, but he's headed to the line shooting two. Dakin Stahlbomber, great rebound. Jarek Weike picks up his first. Stahlbomber's first is good. Stahlbomber will have one more. Free throw up and down. Stahlbomber hits both, and it's 18-7. .107 left in the first. And Hanover came out strong, 18-7. Aiden Rudolph beats Carter Bruna down. to Cook. Cook loses a handle on it. There's Thomas Berry. Berry back to Seifert. Seifert has it knocked away from Thomas Atkins, and a foul is going to be called on Thomas Atkins. So out of bounds. Aiden Rudolph will inbounds in front of Hanover's bench. Gets it into Seifert. Near center court to Berry. Now throws it away as Douglas Cook right into the hands of Bruna. Bruna kicks it right. Cohorse three. No, strong. Right back in the hands of Bruna. Floats in the lane. Shot up and down. Carter Bruna with two more, and it's 20-7 with 30 seconds. Seifert tries dribbling, and foul's going to be called on Sedlacek. So out of bounds. 9 fouls called in this first period. Inbounds pass, nearly lost. Berry, he had a three, he didn't take it. Berry to Seifert. 15 seconds in the first. Seifert kicks it to Cook. Back to Berry. Now Berry will pop one from the left wing. Can't get it done. Here comes Atkins with 5, with 4. Atkins, Sedlacek. It'll count if it goes, and just about did from way out, and that'll end the first. 20-7. Hanover leads Clifton Clyde in this boys championship final at the TVL in Frankfort. Back after these.
Jones Trash Service provides residential and commercial waste pickup in Washington County. Their service is affordable, dependable, and professional. Jones Trash Service also offers roll-off containers to support your special projects. Whether it's renovation, cleanup, roof replacement, or yard clearing, they'll deliver the containers to you when you need it and remove it when your job is complete. Contact them for quotes for home or business trash service if you're not already on their route. Jones Trash Service of Washington. B&W Electric in Hanover provides every customer with outstanding electrical services. From rewiring jobs, installations, new construction, and even backhoe work, they are ready to tackle any project for your home or business. They also carry Rheem air conditioners and furnace units if yours needs replacing. With attention to detail and a sense of pride in their work, B&W Electric will complete any job with professionalism. Have them check your system and go with a Rheem AC or furnace for year-round comfort.
Well, first quarter in the books, and how's this for parity among your starters? 6 from Cade Cohorse, 3 from Dakin Stahlbaumer, 6 from Thomas Atkins, and 5 from Carter Bruna to start things off. 20-7, Hanover leading Clifton Clyde. There's Atkins for 3, yes. And Thomas Atkins makes that look way easier than it is. Now Rudolph tries driving lane, and a great athletic move by Aiden Rudolph. Other end now, Bruna, the Cohorse, at the top of the key. Aiden Rudolph, just a sophomore. He is impressive. Carter Bruna now backs his way in, kicks it back out to Cohorse, to Bruna. Baseline up strong off glass and good. Carter Bruna for 2 more, and it's 25-9. Rudolph skip pass inside. Lang shot up and over. Bruna won't go. Rebound. Pete Peters back in with 2 fouls. Here comes Bruna down court. He's going to back it out. Cut off by Lang. Shows 3. Instead, he drops a baseline to Peters. Back up to Bruna. Back to Peters. The Cohorse. 3. Right wing. No. Strong rebound. Aiden Rudolph. This is a sophomore we're going to be talking about for a couple of years. Kid can play for Clifton Clyde. Now Berry's going to drive lane, almost gets it to go, and that is Thomas Berry, all 5'7" of him, up and over Pete Peters. Couldn't get it to go, but nice move by Berry. 25-9, Hanover with the lead, and now Hanover just throws it away, and Coach Kim Losey hands in the air, and any athlete knows what that means from a coach. Clifton Clyde will get it back. Seifert across the timeline. Now guarded by Stahlbomber. Atkins on the bench getting a break. Wyke has it. Cohorse giving him plenty of room. Wyatt Lang turns and faces Peters. Now back out to Rudolph. Rudolph on Bruna. Backs out to Kaufman, and Kaufman took steps. Kaufman wanted a three, and he took steps. Slater Lawson will come back in for Gunnar Kaufman. Coach Jim Blackwell wanting his team to man up. Stahlbomber, Sedlacek to Peters. Up and around Lang, and then Lang is going to get a foul. And Peters will head to the line shooting two. Lang pretty upset with that call. He picks up his second. It's not a lot. They've called a pretty tight game so far. 5 fouls on each team. Peters' free throw won't go, and Peters has started off a little frustrated. Lang's going to come out with 2 fouls. Cook back in. Peters will have one more free throw up and down. So Pete Peters gets into the scoring column at 26-9. 5:40 left in the second. There's Seifert up and around. Cade Cohorse. Christian Seifert with a nice move. It's 26-11. Bruna now across the timeline. Now baseline. There's Cody Shealy for 3. That won't work. Pete Peters with the board and put back up and down, and it's 28-11. Seifert holds. Now he's going to back out. Starts to drive. Now backs out. Lawson to the top of the key. Nearly lost it. Lawson trying to get around Bruna. There's Wyke out on the wing. Peters will give him a little space. Back to Cook. Bruna will give Lawson nothing. Lob pass inside. Rudolph bowling his way in the lane, and a charge is going to be called on Aiden Rudolph. Again, really tight game, and that's a little surprising to see. When you get in these mid-season tournaments, they get pretty physical, but this has been tight both ways to this point. Stahlbomber across the timeline, left to Cohorse. Down low, Shealy for 3 on the baseline, buries it. Cody Shealy, another senior for the Hanover Wildcats, and it's 31-11. Now Seifert driving the baseline and has it rejected by Cade Cohorse. And now a timeout by Coach Jim Blackwell. 4:20 left in the first half. Hanover's opened up a 20-point lead, 31-11 over Clifton Clyde. Back after these.
Miss Marie's Diner invites you to enjoy home-style cooking in either of their restaurant locations in Clifton or in Clay Center. They're open 7 days a week in Clifton, so stop in for breakfast or lunch. Then in Clay Center, they're open Monday through Saturday for lunch and supper. Both restaurants feature delicious specials along with a good variety of choices on the menu. To keep in touch and learn more about the daily specials at Miss Marie's Diner, check out their Facebook page, then accept the invitation to Miss Marie's Diner.
Whether you're building a house or doing a do-it-yourself project, Andy's Hardware and Lumber is your full-service lumber yard and hardware store. They offer a broad range of general hardware needs, a good selection of lumber, paint, power tools, hand tools, plumbing, electrical products, nails, rails, windows, doors, and more. Andy's Hardware and Lumber at Hanover is a reliable source for all your building supplies at competitive prices. They're also big fans of the Hanover Wildcats.
Well, back at Frankfort, 31-11. Hanover's opened up a 20-point lead. They are ready to go in Hillsboro. So for now, we'll kick it to Rocky Downing and the Clay Center Tigers.
All right, Flip, appreciate it. It is an opening tip-off knocked out of bounds by the Tigers, so it'll be Remington open with the basketball. Clay Center starting with Dylan Swihart, Cooper Glavin, Trevin Shirley, Isaac Lee, Jarrett Fitzenmeyer on the floor. They're in the home whites today. against Remington in this consolation matchup. Just underway in opening quarter. It is Remington with the basketball. Jaden Martin has it outside. Tigers in the man-to-man. They slip down low, and Remington's up early as Braden Marciano, their leading scorer, 17 points a game, 10 boards a contest for the big guy. He's a 6'3" senior, and he got a gap inside the lane and drop step left, kissed it off the window. Just underway, 30 seconds in. Tigers' first possession. Trevin Shirley all the way to the glass, and they stepped out of bounds. He was forced to the baseline that time, and so Trevin Shirley had great success against Riley County on Monday night in this same gym in the second half, really attacking the window, and made a good dribble drive there, but again, it was forced to the baseline. They ended up stepping out of bounds. Right side wing with it is Ty Martin. He goes to the baseline for Brody Lewis. Out top to Martin again, around left to the big guy Marciano. Now on left on the wing, beyond the half moon, is Martin. Back to Marciano. Spins his way in the paint. Two big guys in the lane, and we've got a traveling violation against the 6'3" senior. They also start a 6'3" senior in Charlie McQuiston. So those two guys will be a force down inside the Tigers will have to deal with. Trailing 2-0, 7:07 to work. We're in the opening quarter. Remington in a zone defense, 3-2 right now. Tigers with the basketball. Shirley left on the wing to Swihart. Swihart back left to Isaac Lee. In the corner is Shirley. Trevin drove it last time, ended up stepping out of bounds. He swings it around left now to Swihart. At the point is Cooper Glavin. Glavin out to Shirley. Long three ball on the way, just rimming up the back iron. The rebound away to McQuiston. It'll be Remington with the basketball. Jaden Martin brings it across as the Tigers stay in a man-to-man. 6.5 to work. We're in the first period. Running behind in this gym. Watch the first quarter of the Heston-Eureka girls game. The winner of that game is who Clay Center will face tomorrow at 4 as McQuiston drops one in for Remington. It was a early Heston lead, but then Eureka made a move starting the second quarter, so haven't found a final on that yet. When I have it, I'll pass that along to you, and we'll know who the matchup is for Clay Center, scheduled to go at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Pass to the paint by Trevin Shirley off the hands of Glavin, and out of bounds to Remington, who leads it 4-0 here. Marciano will inbound it. Full court pressure by the Tigers, going man-to-man. Jared Fitzenmeyer up in the face of Jaden Martin in the backcourt. 5'8" senior working against the Tigers junior at 5'8". They cross the timeline right on the wing and shoveled off now deeper on the wing. To the post they go inside again to Marciano. Blocked from behind by the Coupe de Ville, Cooper Glavin. 2-on-3 numbers to Isaac Lee left baseline. He'll back it out. Swihart transition free ball is strong. The weak side board comes away to Shirley. Trevin back out deep, so the Tigers have a new possession. 5:35 to work opening quarter. They trail 4-0. Isaac Lee gets caught in the crowd, gets it back out deep to Shirley. Now to Swihart, wing right. Now with the basketball, Lee hands it off between the rings to Fitzenmeyer to set the offense. Still in a zone right now. They get it inside the lane. Here's Glavin, double pump off glass, no. Tips it up, and it rolls in. Glavin with the first bucket for the Tigers on a tip in off his own miss. They press off of the made shot and force a turnover on Remington. 4-2, Tigers trailing, but the turnover forced, and Clay Center will have it on their own baseline. That's the first bucket from Glavin and forcing the turnover with the full court pressure. 5:09 to work, first quarter. From the baseline, Fitzenmeyer right of the glass. And we have an offensive foul. Offense? It is. They call the Tigers Isaac Lee for a push in the lane. 5'6", 90-some pounds, I'm guessing, and I guess he moved somebody in the lane, according to the official. It's the first foul against the Tigers. 5:01 to work, first quarter. 4-2 ball game. To the corner left, it goes now to Prashnat. Inside the lane, drive on the way by McQuisnet, won't go, and the rebound away to Glavin. Tigers down 4-2, 4:45 to work, first quarter. Remington back the other direction. Left on the wing, it goes now to Shirley, to Lee, back outside. Swihart fakes the three, dribble penetrates. Spinning pass to the corner for Lee. Isaac wraparound pass, tipped but picked up by Glavin. Now Cooper drives the lane, tried to pass it down low on the baseline to Lee, and it's out of bounds off the Tigers. The Remington Broncos will have it back. They lead 4-2. We're nearing the midway point of the first period. Full court pressure by Fitzenmeyer, nearly forcing a turnover. But they do come up with it. Now Marciano gets caught up in the air, and it's going to be a traveling violation. Their coach, Matt Regier, arguing that it was tipped. but it was up in the air. Marciano, he came back down with the basketball, so Clay Center has it back. They trail 4-2. Whit Williams in for the Tigers for the first time. We'll check back in. Why don't we do that right now with Phil Casper and give us an update on the matchup of Hanover and Clifton Clyde.
All right, Rock Carter Brenner shooting his second free throw, misses. Rebound, Gavin Frawley to Thomas Atkins, off Atkins, and it'll stay with Hanover. 2:05 left in the half. It's 39-18. Hanover with a 21-point lead.
All right, thanks, Flip. Here the Tigers out of that inbounds play, have it on the right wing to Fitzenmeyer. Jared backs it out, now to Shirley. Trevin holds well beyond the arc, down 4-2, just under 4 to go in the first, and we've got a foul down low holding against the Broncos. It'll be Clay Center's basketball on the baseline. Fitzenmeyer will inbound. They'll put 4 around the lane. Glavin and Lee at the elbows, and we'll correct that. Lee's coming out. Blake Frederick in for the first time. So Frederick and Glavin at the elbows, and down on the blocks are Williams and Shirley, and then to inbound it will be Jared Fitzenmeyer. 3:58 to go. We're in the opening quarter. Tigers trail 4-2 with the basketball. Fitzenmeyer looking toward the lane, now lobs it out deep for Shirley. Trevin will give it away to Frederick. Blake runs the point. Blake had a good ball game on Monday night, 5 points. He had 6 rebounds and 5 assists in that ball game, so good stuff across the board. Here's Frederick with a dribble drive. Gives it across the lane to Glavin. Back out deep is Fitzenmeyer, and around right it goes to Shirley on the wing beyond the arc. Outside to Williams. Around left to Fitzenmeyer. Trying to find a gap inside for Glavin, but 2 big bodies in low, making it tough to get it in the paint. Here's Frederick left side. Jump pass to Glavin at the free throw line. Spins his way in the paint. Back outside. Frederick fakes 3. Drives. Kick out. Shirley 3 ball on its way. And bingo! Trevin Shirley drills the first triple of the ball game. And the Tigers have their first lead at 5-4. 3:10 to work, first quarter. Marciano down the court, right side wing with it deep, just off the bench is Zach Winter. Winter kicks it out left. The drive on the left side by McQuiston. Now Winter has it for the 3 ball. It's strong, weak side board. Williams had position, but it was airballed and went off of the Tigers. It just got him off guard, so it'll be Bronco basketball on their own baseline. Fitzenmeyer with a breather. Isaac Lee checks in. 5-4 ball game. Tigers by 1 now after the Shirley 3 ball. 2:56 to work, first quarter. Baseline right is McQuiston. They get it inside. Marciano's been tough down low, and he drops in his second field goal. Braden Marciano, a 6'3 senior, and a big body in low, gives Remington the lead back now at 6-5. Glavin has it out deep, left on the wing to Lee. Isaac, ball fake, quick trigger on a 3 ball, just short, rimming twice off the rim before finally falling away. Now Remington trying to push it up the court. Down low it goes on the baseline, across paint. McQuiston's shot is up and good, and a chance at a 3-point play for the Broncos. 6'3 senior will head to the stripe. Charlie McQuiston averages 8 a game, 6 boards, has 4 here early, and a chance to go for the old-fashioned triple at the line. 2:26 left in this first period. McQuiston steps up, triggers, and drops it in. First free throw of the game for either team, and it's dropped in by Remington. And McQuiston gives Remington a 9-5 lead now with 2:21 to go first quarter. Here's Cooper Glavin out top. Glavin goes to the high post. Williams. Witt back out deep. Frederick. Blake Frederick goes left to Shirley. Now around further to Williams. Here's Lee to Frederick. Good movement left to right. Left side now is Williams. Beyond the arc to Lee. Isaac looking in low. Nothing there. Skips it back across to Frederick. Blake will ball fake it to the free throw stripe. Kick out to Lee. Now to Shirley. Under 2 to go first quarter. Dribble drive Shirley all the way to the glass, and he finishes. He has 5, and it's a 9-7 ball game. A lot of what we saw from Trevin Shirley second half on Monday night against Riley County when they ended up losing by 10. Minute 40 left here. Riley County, by the way, playing right now in the opposite gym against Hillsboro. Missed by Marciano, gets his own rebound. Now kick across to McQuiston. He misses a chippy, but there's Marciano for the tip in. He has 6, and it is a 11-7 ball game. Clay Center down by 4. A minute 20 left to go first period. Blake Frederick across the timeline with it to Glavin. Back right to Isaac Lee beyond the arc. Got a big guy on him, and McQuiston, he goes left to Williams, fakes the 2 ball. Blake Frederick fakes a 3. Kick across the lane. Williams attacks. Now back out deep. Shirley, three-pointer up his second. Yes! He's got 8 early, and the Tigers are right back within 1. Trevin Shirley with 8 first-quarter points, 54 to work first period. Corner right with it is Winter for Remington. Up top to Martin. Left baseline, McQuiston dribble drives. Kick to the corner. Winter fakes the 3, now steps in, spins around, ball fakes, hands it off to McQuiston for 2. McQuiston has 8 of his own for Remington, and they'll lead by 3, 13-10 with 33 to work. Quick first quarter. They have hit halftime in Frankfort, 42-20, Hanover leading Clifton Clyde in a TVL championship game. Here the Tigers down by 3 in a turnover. Remington's got it with 19 to work first quarter. Marciano behind the back, the big guy runs the break, kicks it out. Winter steps in toward the lane. Fingertip roll is up and short. There's Marciano with a rebound. Turns, spins, shoots it, and a foul called, a blocking foul on Blake Frederick. And that'll put to the free throw stripe Braden Marciano has 8 points here early in this game. Correction, he has 6. 7 for McQuiston. 6 for Marciano, and he's at the line to shoot 2. That is the first foul on Blake Frederick. And the first free throw is up and rimming in. 7 now for McQuiston, 7 for Marciano. That's your 14 points for Remington in this first quarter with 8.3 seconds left to work. At the charity stripe, the shot from Marciano is in. He has 8 points now. He will get a breather with 8.3 left on the first quarter clock, and the Tigers trail 15-10, but have the basketball. Length of the floor to go. Shirley into Lee. Isaac will touch it at about the half-court stripe. 7 seconds. Down to 5. High post, Williams. Bounce pass off for Shirley. Gets through his hands with 1. He'll step back, get it off at the buzzer. Counts if it goes, but it comes up shy. Tigers will trail 15-10 after 1 quarter here at Tabor College. The Trojan Classic on KCLY.
But how many have tested those genetics in soils just like yours? The Oldie Seed Know to Grow research program has fully tested the latest seed genetics in soils that are right in your neighborhood. The Oldie Seed Know to Grow program can recommend the best performing hybrids from technologies like Enlist, Extend, and Liberty Link that will optimize the yield and profit of every acre on your farm. Contact Oldie Seed today.
Back once again at Tabor College. Let's also check in over at Frankfort. They're at halftime in the championship of the boys, TVL.
All right, thanks, Rock. 42-20 at halftime. It's been all Hanover. They came out fast. We talked a little bit about that. We said that we thought Hanover wanted to run, and of course they do. And Clifton Clyde tried to go toe-to-toe with them, but just a lot of Hanover and not enough Clifton Clyde. Clifton Clyde, though, Aiden Rudolph and Christian Seifert both with 8. Aiden Rudolph had all 8 in that second period. For Hanover, it's 12 from Carter Brunin, 9 from Thomas Atkins, and that's where we're at now. 42-20 at halftime. Hanover leads Clifton Clyde.
All right, thanks, Flip. We appreciate it. 8 minutes gone by here. It's 15-10. The Clay Center Tigers trail by 5. We'll have the basketball to start this second quarter. Jared Fitzenmeyer, Whit Williams, Dylan Swihart, Trevin Shirley, Blake Frederick on the court for Clay Center. It will be Fitzenmeyer in the front court with the dribble. Right baseline, Frederick. Now to Swihart on the wing right. Tigers down 15-10. Trevin Shirley, a big first 8 minutes with 8 points in that first quarter. Swihart pull up 3, nobody on him, and it just rims out. Rebound tipped by Williams, and Shirley has it. Tigers get a new possession. Now the basketball, high post with Williams. Ball fakes, drives, takes it to the glass, block, picked up by Marciano. 2-on-2 numbers the other direction. Bounce pass low. Shot is taken up and made, and a chance at hoop and harm for Pashnot of the Remington Broncos. The 5'7" junior took it strong left side. The Tigers get whistled for the foul, and the bucket goes in. So it will be one free throw for the junior at 5'7" for Remington. They lead now by 7, 17-10. Be the second three-point play of the game for the Broncos. In fact, free throw misses. Broncos are 3 for 4 from the line. Tigers yet to get to the free throw stripe. 7:15 to go second quarter. Fitzenmeyer with it. He will have it outside directs some traffic, now gives it to Williams out deep. Wing left to Swihart. 7:02 to go. We're in the second quarter. Tigers down 17-10 with the basketball. Pass to the post. Here's Williams. Witt kicks it back out deep for Swihart. Now to Shirley. Around right to Frederick. Blake Frederick dribble drive. Kick to Williams. He can hit the 15-footer. It's short this time, though. May have got a piece of it by the defender on the release. So back the other way will come Remington. They lead it 17-10. Here's Marciano. Jump stop in the paint. Takes it up and drops it in. He has 10 first-half points, and the Tigers right now are trailing by 9. 6:31 to work, second period. They're at halftime over at the TVL Boys Championship in Frankfort. Just heard from Cliff. It's a 21-point halftime lead for the Hanover Wildcats over the Clifton Clyde Eagles. Here, 19-10, Tigers trail by 9 with the basketball. Swihart to the baseline, stops there. Now back out deep it comes to Shirley. Trevin, ball fake, good crossover to the lane, and he's fouled on the way in there. It will be the second team foul against Remington. Tigers have been whistled 4 times, and it'll be Clay Center's basketball on the baseline. Called before the shot was taken. Cooper Glavin checking on for the Tigers. Williams will get a breather. Also back in Isaac Lee, and Blake Frederick will come out. So Lee and Glavin join Swihart, Fitzenmeyer, and Shirley. The sophomore Isaac Lee to cue the inbound. 6:06 to go, second quarter. Lee, backdoor look for Swihart. Ball tipped away, now tied up, and the arrow goes to the Broncos of Remington. 19-10, they lead the Tigers with 6:04 to go here in the second quarter. Again, halftime at Frankfurt. What a girls matchup, a 1-point thriller that Frankfurt held on to win. 19-10, Remington's possession. Full court pressure by the Tigers. The backcourt, Jaden Martin has it. Now puts the dribble down against Fitzenmeyer. He clears everybody else out. Across the midcourt stripe. Brings it left. On the wing it goes to Winter. McQuiston trying to post inside. Near steal by Swihart, but it ends up in the hands of the corner. McQuiston again. Dribble penetrates. Pass deeper in the lane to Martin. Reverse lay-in, no, and Glavin brings down the board. Lee brings it across. Out deep, Glavin. Between the legs, holds, and that goes left to Fitzenmeyer. Jarrett back inside, Glavin. Kick out in the corner. Lee's got a good look for 3, and he splashes it in. The sophomore with his first bucket, and he cuts the lead to 6 at 19-13. Near steal by Fitzenmeyer. It'll be Martin in the backcourt with the dribble. Fitzenmeyer defending there. 5:17 to go, second quarter. Tigers back within 6 after the three-pointer from Isaac Lee in the baseline right. Here's Martin with the dribble drive. Cut off for the Tigers. He might have got away with a travel. Gets to Martin in the corner. He tries a 3 to answer. No. Shirley with a weak side rebound. So Lee pushes it up the court. Remington back defensively. Lee hit the 3 last time down. Out of the corner for Shirley. Trevin, ball fakes a couple of times. Now out deep between the circles to Fitzenmeyer. Around left to Swihart. At the high post, Glavin. Kick out to Lee. He'll dribble penetrate. Shirley wants a 3 at the top. It is almost banking in. Swihart with the rebound. Kicks it back out to Shirley. He'll try it again. And this time pure. And that is 11 points now for Trevin Shirley. And we have a stop of the clock. We have a warning on Cooper Glavin for, I think, defending the inbounds pass and breaking that vertical invisible plane that they talk about. So big-time bucket, though, for Trevin Shirley, who has 11, 19-16. Clay Center had been down 9. They've gone on a 6-0 run. 2 back-to-back threes, Isaac Lee and Trevin Shirley. Here's Martin up the court for Remington. They have 3-on-2 numbers against the pressure. In low, shot blocked from behind Swihart and picked up by Isaac Lee. Now poked away, and Swihart has it. 4:20 left, second quarter. Tigers within 3 and with the basketball. Here's Glavin in the paint. Kick out top to Lee. Isaac holds there. Now back to Swihart. Nearing the midway point of the second period. Tigers down 19-16, but with possession. Here's Swihart to Fitzenmeyer out deep. Man-to-man by Remington. They've been in a zone part of the time as well, but right now straight man-to-man. Swihart in the corner. Lee fakes the 3. Steps toward the paint. Kick out to Shirley. His third 3. Yes, it rattles in there. And Trevin Shirley putting on a show here early. He has 14 now already in this first half with 3:40 to go. 14 of the Tigers, 19 points, and we're tied at 19 apiece. Jaden Martin will bring it across. Tigers are the man-to-man. Jared Fitzenmeyer edging closer. Martin near the timeline. Now he puts it in motion toward the high post. Marciano, ball tipped inside by Shirley. Picked up by Glavin. The Tigers have it back. A chance to take a lead. They're on a 9-0 run right now with 3:19 to go. Swihart, great ball fake. The drive and the kiss off the glass. And the Tigers have gone up by 2. 21-19 here at the Hillsboro Trojan Classic. Tigers lead it by 2 with 3:14 to go first half. Stay with us. Tiger basketball continues next.
Life happens fast, and the truth is there's nothing as valuable as peace of mind. I'm Jim Gearham with Midwest Regional Agency. Our goal is to protect you from the unexpected through top-quality insurance coverage that works for your needs as well as your budget. Protect your business, home, vehicles, crops, and livestock with our variety of coverage options. We can't predict when the unexpected will happen, but we can help you prepare for when it does. Stop by and see me at Midwest Regional Agency in Clay Center.
They are back underway at Frankfort, so we'll be checking in with Phil Kasberg and Hanover out to a 20-plus point lead at the end of the half, and they are back underway. Here, the Tigers have gone now on a 11-0 run, including 3 straight three-pointers. Isaac Lee, then 2 from Trevin Shirley. That's 2 of the 4 from Shirley in this first half, and the Tigers have a lead at 21-19. 11-0 run. They were down 19-10. Now the full court pressure again by the Tigers. Remington in the backcourt. Lobs it off from Winter to Martin. 3:05 to work. We're in the first half. Second quarter action. Tigers lead by 2. Right side wing, near steal by Swihart. To the baseline right is Marciano. Forced out of the lane by Glavin. Skip pass left and deep. Martin takes the 3. Fitzenmeyer on it. He'll drive the lane to the corner. Marciano wants a 3, and he drills it. The big guy steps out and knocks one down. He now has 11 first half points. And it's a 22-21 lead now for Remington with 2:40 left to work in the half. Left and deep, Glavin. Further left it goes to Isaac Lee. Gets a screen from Coop. Now goes right side to Trevin Shirley. Shirley back out deep, Swihart. Big drive a couple of trips ago by Dillon to give the Tigers the lead, 21-19. Now they trail by 1. Lee, left side, Swihart. Dribble drives right all the way to the glass again and kicks another one home. And now we've got a whistle after the shot. Officials are going to come together and talk about this. Glavin went up to tip it and slam tip it, and he grabbed the rim as it dropped in. And so 2 officials are talking over if there's a call to be made here, I think, more than anything. They're going to say no basket. The ball had dropped through. Glavin going for the tip-in, grabbed the rim. Coach Drew Groover asking the ruling, and it was interesting. 2 officials came. They talked for quite a while before they made a decision. I don't know the rule, but evidently they decided that is a basket interference after the ball went through the ring. So wave the basket off by Swihart, and the Tigers still trail by 1 with 2:03 to work. Left and deep is McQuiston. He goes inside the lane to Martin, and there's the big guy, Marciano, hit his last 3. How about this 6'3" senior big body hitting 2 straight threes for Remington? 25-21, 1:48 to work. Tigers trail by 4. They were on an 11-0 run, and now answered by 4 straight points from Remington. Here's Lee, fakes the 3, looking inside, out deep instead to Swihart. 1:35 to work. Left on the wing is Shirley. Trevin dribble drives. Trevin outside to Dylan Swihart. 90 seconds left first half. Tigers trail 25-21. Isaac Lee to the high post. Glavin. Now it's Fitzenmeyer with the deflection, picks it up, starts to drive, kicks it out instead to Lee. Glavin back to the bucket, moves inside, fall away, rolls home, the friendly touch for the Coupe de Ville. He has 4, and the Tigers are down 2 with 1:08 to work. Again, the full court pressure. Down floor it comes. Numbers again for Remington. Across paint, McQuiston up, can't get it. Rebound, Marciano back up and in, and he is having a monster first half. 53 seconds to work. The Tigers trail 27-23. Here's Swihart to Fitzenmeyer. 45 to work. Fitzenmeyer out deep. It comes to Shirley. Trevin back to Jarrett. Inside. Here's Glavin. Strong to the glass and good. Coop's got 6, and it's 27-25. Back and forth we go. 30 seconds left, first half of play. Down the court quickly, Martin. Lob it low, McQuisnett, and we've got an offensive charge. Taking it inside the lane is Dylan Swihart, who draws the charge. The Tigers get it back with 26 to work in the half and down by 2. Foul was on Jaden Martin. It's his first. So Clay Center will have it. 26.5 seconds left in the half. They trail by a bucket, 27-25. Trevin Shirley will bring it down the floor. Jarrett Pitzenmeyer now has it. He will walk it across. 1-3-1 trap put on by Remington this trip down. Shirley has it with 18. Now back it comes to Pitzenmeyer. Ball fake and back to Shirley left side in the corner to Swihart. Will they trap? A soft trap on Swihart. They go back out deep with 8. Now to Lee. Down to 7 with 6. Forced to the right side. 4. Pitzenmeyer spins, trying to get free for a shot. Kick out. Lee's got a drive and a floater. The teardrop won't quite go down. We head to halftime. A good one here in Hillsboro. The Tigers trail by 2, 27-25 to Remington. Let's take it over to Phil Casper in Frankfort.
Hi, Rock. Thanks. Here in the third quarter, 4.5 minutes left. Thomas Atkins now 3 from the baseline. Won't go. Rebound. Stallbomber underneath the Cohorse. Can't get it to go. Back up strong. Cade Cohorse up and down for 2, and it's 53-25. So now other end, Aiden Rudolph, who has had a really great game. He's going to pop 3 short into the hands of Thomas Atkins. Here comes Atkins. He's going to back it out. He and Bruno were 2-on-2, and he decided better of it. Now cross court to Atkins. Bruno drives baseline floater, and he's fouled hard. Bruno back up on his own. He's headed to the line to shoot 2, and Hanover has stretched this out to a 28-point lead. And give Clifton Clyde credit. They have gone toe-to-toe, but too much Hanover, and Bruno misses a free throw. Carter Bruno has 12 in the game, but misses that one. Girls' third-place game, by the way, was Centralia beating the Clifton Clyde Lady Eagles 53-41. Bruno's second free throw rims in. So 54-25, 3:50 left in the third. And Clay Center in a good one in Hillsboro. We'll get you back when they're ready there. Now other end, T. Cook inside. Wyke goes up strong, can't get it. Good rebound, Kaufman, and Prawley's going to get called for the foul. And Gunnar Kaufman can't get the shot to go, but Gunnar Kaufman will go to the line shooting 2. Crowley picks up his second. Gunnar Kaufman will shoot 2. He's got 2 in the game, and now 3. Kaufman will have one more. Free throw up and down, but Gunnar Kaufman hits both. Clifton Clyde is going to press. Now Bruno's trap, does get it across to Sedlacek, back to Bruno, to Cohorse, lobs it into Prawley, loses a grip, and right into the hands of T. Cook. Here comes Clifton Clyde with 3:18 left in the third. 54-27. Hanover out front. Now Kaufman will shoot from 20 on the baseline and hit it. A nice shot by Gunnar Kaufman. Again, this press causing some problems for Hanover, and now Douglas Cook fouls Dakin Stallbomber on the floor. Neither team in the bonus. Stallbomber will inbounds across court. So Stallbomber will come out. Steve Peters back in, and so Cade Cohorse will inbound at center court. Man-to-man defense from Clifton Clyde. T. Cook on Carter Bruno. Over to Sedlacek inside. Prawley, little fade in the lane, won't go. Rebound Seifert, and Seifert somehow keeps his feet, stays in bounds, gets to Kaufman. Here comes Kaufman now, other end with 2:43. Kaufman to Cook. Back to Seifert at the point. to Kaufman. He's going to dribble down right. There's a three from Seifert on the baseline, and he drills it. So Clifton Clyde is not going to go down without a fight. You wouldn't expect any less. Now Hanover nearly throws it away, and they are having trouble with this press of Clifton Clyde. Bruna loses the basketball, now gets it to Peters. Bruna back over to Cohorst. 54-32 to Peters. Up top, Cohorst to Bruna. Boy, Clifton Clyde playing outstanding defense. Cohorst thought about three. Instead, he'll get it into Peters. Now Peters in the lane. They'll say a foul on the floor. So Douglas Cook will pick up his third. Carter Bruna inbounds under his own basket into Atkins. To Peters, free throw stripe two, no, off into the hands of Aiden Rudolph. And a minute 40, it's 54-32. Clifton Clyde trying to make a little noise. There's Douglas Cook, other end, won't go. Peters with the board. Bruna across the timeline. Kicks it to Atkins. To Bruna on the baseline, and now they're going to say Bruna took steps. And Coach Kim Losey wants a timeout. Minute 24 left in the third. Clifton Clyde making some noise. 54-32 when we come back.
Many seed companies claim to offer the latest genetics, but how many have tested those genetics in soils just like yours? The Oldie Seed Know to Grow research program has fully tested the latest seed genetics in soils that are right in your neighborhood. The Oldie Seed Know to Grow program can recommend the best performing hybrids from technologies like Enlist, Extend, and LibertyLink that will optimize the yield and profit of every acre on your farm. Contact Oldie Seed today.
Welcome to this Subway ad for our all-new Ultimate Cheesy Garlic Bread. How would you like it?
I'll take the Ultimate Bromance.
Extra broy?
Yeah, definitely. Bro, this Ultimate Spicy Italian made with Ultimate Cheesy Garlic Bread?
I know, bro.
So much melted mozzarella.
And this garlic butter spread, I can't take it, bro.
You know what this calls for.
Bro hug?
It's like we share the same brain, bro.
Bring it in.
Subway, make it what you want. Limited time only at participating restaurants.
Well, Clifton Clyde on a little run, a timeout by Kim Losey, and now Aiden Rudolph in the lane goes up strong, and he's fouled. And again, officials have really called this tight. That's going to be on Gavin Crawley. That's three. Really, the crew's all day pretty loose. And this one has really tightened things up. So Rudolph shooting free throws, buries the first. Crawley's going to come out with 3 fouls. Met by Coach Losey. Rudolph second, won't go. Rebound Peters. Outlet to Atkins, 54-33. Inside, Bruna back to Atkins. To Sedlacek for 3. No, won't go. Into the hands of Seifert. Here comes Clifton Clyde, down court. Cook, out of bounds, saves it into Stahlbomber. 40 seconds left. To Atkins, steps back, baseline 3, and Thomas Atkins buries it. And again, it's not that easy, but he makes it look that way. Aiden Rudolph now, other end with 30. To Kaufman on the baseline. He hands it back to Rudolph, and Rudolph took steps. Aiden Rudolph, just a mental error, as Kaufman handed him the ball, and it was almost like Rudolph forgot he had to dribble. Just trying to get back away from Kaufman. 23 seconds. Hanover has it. Atkins in the lane, goes up strong. He's fouled and one. Gets it to drop, and Thomas Atkins heads to the line, shooting one. It's 59-33. 17 seconds left. Atkins shooting one. Free throw from Atkins. No, won't go. Rebound, batted around. Clifton Clyde ends up with it. Rudolph has it. Across the timeline with 10. Hands it to Lawson. To Cook with 5. Near midcourt. Lawson, he's got to move. Now he's caught, and he's going to be fouled. And that is just a very little contact. But they've called it that way the whole game, both ways. So with 2.8, Clifton Clyde will inbound. Rudolph set at midcourt. He's got to get it in. Now he does. To Lawson. Lawson's not going to get his shot off. And we're headed to the fourth. 59-33. Hanover leads Clifton Clyde in this boys championship final here at the TVL. Sponsored this week by Walls True Value and Lumber, Clay Center, Kramer Oil, and Southeast Community College. We're back for the final quarter after these.
It's time for your UVT Top 5. Credit score plays a big role when it comes to borrowing money to make your next big dream a reality. There are 5 main factors affecting your credit score: payment history, amount of debt, length of credit history, new credit, and credit mix. Your current credit score may determine your eligibility for credit and the price you pay for it. At United Bank and Trust, we want your credit to start your dreams, not end them. Visit ubankonline.com for more credit score tips. Equal housing lender, FDIC.
Headed to the final quarter of this boys championship final, 59-33, Hanover in front. We're going to send you to Rocky Downing and the Clay Center Tigers in Hillsboro.
All right, thanks, Flip. Here the Tigers have the basketball to begin the second half, down by 2, 27-25. Jared Fitzenmeyer, Trevin Shirley, Dylan Swihart, Cooper Glavin, Isaac Lee on the floor. Right, it goes deep to Lee. Now across to Trevin Shirley at the point, who had 14 first-half points, including 4 threes. Now a drive to the lane. Can't get it down. There's Glavin with a tip. One more time with a tip, and Marciano pulls it away for Remington. Broncos bring it back down the court. Tigers had pretty good drive by Shirley, was defended well, but then Glavin had a couple of bats at it, just couldn't get it down. And now we've got an offensive charge. Second time tonight, Dylan Swihart has stepped in and drawn the charge, taking the punishment to give the Tigers the basketball back. Down by 2, 27-25. Just underway in the third quarter. Glavin will inbound, and Jared Fitzenmeyer will walk it up the court. Tigers looking a man-to-man by Remington. Fitzenmeyer across the timeline left. He's guarded by McQuiston, who just picked up his first foul. Lee has it deep left toward the point. Now back in the corner, Swihart. In low, back to the bucket, Glavin. Backing in against Marciano. Can't get a shot away to Lee. Now up top, Shirley. Around right, Fitzenmeyer. Baseline right, it goes to Swihart. 1 minute into the third quarter, Tigers still down 27-25. Glavin in the paint, and we've got a traveling violation. Marciano really bellying up, and then he kind of gave him space, and Glavin lost his balance, shuffled the feet, and the Tigers turn it over. It'll be Marciano with inbound. Tigers again to full court pressure. Up the court now, back to Marciano. Load this guy in. He had 2 3-pointers after establishing himself inside the lane. Now the jump stop in the paint, and he takes it in and has his first bucket of the second half. Again, a huge first quarter with 18 first half points for Marciano. He now has 20 in the game, and the Tigers trail by 4. Clay Center just not much of an answer for a guy that size, that bulk, and able to shoot the 3 on top of it. Now he is called for the foul, the push against Glavin. Coach Groover thought that should have been the call last time down. It was not a travel. This time they get the call. It's his second. So 2 fouls on the big guy with the 20 points. 6:22 to go, third quarter. Clay Center below the bucket. Swihart open for 2. That would be Swihart's 6th point, but he had a bucket waved off in the first half on a basket interference, which was so confusing as to the ball had gone through the ring, and Glavin was going up to tip it, grabbed the rim as if to dunk, and it was waved off. And nonetheless, the Tigers, Swihart gets one now inside, and it's back to a 2-point ball game, 29-27. Here's Martin in the lane to the baseline right. Ball fake and kick out. Martin at the top. Around left it comes to McQuiston. He'll drive the lane. Double team down on the block. In some trouble. Swihart ties it up. The arrow will go to Remington. But a good double team inside by Shirley and Swihart. 5:48 remains, third quarter. 29-27 ball game. Tigers down by that bucket. They were down 2 at half. Still down 2 right now. Remington has possession. Here's the lob inside to Marciano. McQuisnett on the right wing. And we've got a foul down low against the Tigers away from the basketball. Glavin battling Marciano in the paint, and Cooper picks up the foul. And Coop looks with a very perplexed look to his sideline, and then just a quick smile. He picks up the foul, and he'll have to come out. It's his first foul. Actually, he'll stay in. Swihart out. And Blake Frederick on for the Tigers. They have gone to a running clock in that Hanover game, so Hanover is going to be your TVL champion on the boys' side. And there is Marciano again. He's got 22 in this game. The Tigers trail 31-27. Fitzenmeyer with it out deep. Looking wing right. Now takes it there with the dribble. Out deep it comes to Glavin. Now inside the paint here, Shirley down low. He's fouled on the shot. And Trevin Shirley headed to the free throw stripe. This will be the first free throws the Tigers have shot in the game. Now understand, Remington's only shot 3, or 4 I should say, so it's not as if they've been making tracks to the charity line. Shirley will have a chance at 2. The Tigers trailing 31-27. Trevin Shirley with 14 points in the game, all in the first half. 4 3-pointers, now make it 15 points. Again, they have gone to a running clock in the Frankfort matchup between Hanover and Clifton Clyde. The Hanover Wildcats are going to win the Twin Valley League Championship. Frankfort won over Hanover in the girls' TVL title game earlier by 1. 5:24 left, third quarter here. 31-28. Shirley made the first free throw. Another one on the way to get within 2, and he does bury both. He's got 16 now in the game. Full court pressure off the made free throw. Martin in the backcourt, double team by Frederick and Glavin. Up the left sideline comes Martin. Now Whit Williams picks him up, and it's poked away by Fitzenmeyer, picked up by Shirley. Tigers a chance to tie or maybe take a lead on a long bomb. 5:10 to go, third quarter. Blake Frederick between the legs, jump pass inside. It's taken back by Martin. Ty Martin able to go up and tip and pass away and then take it away. And so Remington back the other direction, still up by 2. Lob in the paint for Marciano. Saved in bounds off the tip by Whit Williams. Glavin saved it. Williams has it. Tigers have the basketball back. Jared Fitzenmeyer through the timeline. To Glavin out between the rings. Left side wing, it goes to Shirley. First 3 of the second half. A long bomb this time just off the back iron. Rebound to Fitzenmeyer inside all the big bodies. And the Tigers have it back with 4:33 to go. We're in the third. Down by 2. Whit Williams to the corner left. Shirley. Dribble penetrates to the lane, all the way to the glass. High teardrop, off window, nearly rolls in, and the rebound away to Marciano. Again, Hanover is a running clock, and Coach Kim Losey has cleared the bench there in Frankfort. We'll get a check-in with Flip and a little recap when we get an opportunity here. 4:08 to go, third quarter. High post, McQuisnett, ball fake and drive all the way to the window. Shot is strong. Marciano there to clean it up, though. And he has 24 points. Still 3:55 to go in this third quarter. Fitzenmeyer across the timeline. Holds it outside to Glavin. Right at the top of the half moon. Goes left on the wing to Shirley. Trevin off a screen from Glavin. Now back in the corner to Frederick. Down low is pass going for Glavin. And it's, again, Ty Martin able to go up top and take it away. Now Martin nearly loses his footing. Double team and a walking violation caused by Shirley and Frederick. Tigers do get it back. 3:34 to go, third quarter. 33-29. Clay Center down by 4. It will be Clay Center's basketball from the sideline. Trevin Shirley will inbound. Ty Martin out for Remington. And in will be Cole Summers for the first time for the Broncos. Tigers down by 4 with the basketball. 3.5 to work, third quarter. Here's Shirley out deep. He'll work it left with the dribble. Now stops to Blake Frederick at the top. Right wing, Fitzenmeyer. Takes it left toward the baseline. Cutting through Shirley. Now to Williams on the wing right. Beyond the arc, out top deep, it comes to Frederick. Left side is Fitzenmeyer to the post. Glavin back to the bucket, and we've got a traveling violation. Cooper shuffled the feet, trying to find a way to get around the big guy Marciano. 3:12 to work, third. 33-29. Remington the lead by 4. Against pressure, now it's the big guy, Marciano, moving himself down the lane, and he takes it all the way to the window. He's got 26 now. 6'3" senior can do it on the perimeter and can do it inside, and he's got 26. to lead all scorers. It's 35-29, and Coach Drew Gruber wants a timeout. It gives us a chance to send it over to Frankfort and see where they're at in the Hanover Clifton Clyde match there.
Well, we're just about to end here. Both coaches have cleared their benches, allowing everybody into the game. 66-36. Rocky, get this. All 5 starters for Hanover in double digits. 18, 13, 12, 10, 10, respectively, for all 5 Hanover starters. 66-36. That will probably be your final with about 30 seconds left.
Wow, impressive performance by the Hanover Wildcats. Flip kind of called this one as well. Again, kudos once again. Actually, we both kind of felt this on the way home. They didn't play real well in the semifinals and kind of got through, and he had a feeling that they would kind of regroup and come out with a little force and vengeance, and they have done just that. 35-29, 2:56 to go here in the third quarter. Take a 30-second timeout. We're back after this.
Meadowlark Hospice considers it an honor to care for those you love. When family members are coping with a life-limiting illness, we help care for your emotional, physical, and spiritual needs. We support living one's life to the fullest and treasuring every moment. With a nursing staff based in your community, we can be by your side when you need us day or night. Serving Clay, Cloud, Marshall, Republic, Washington, and Western Riley counties, we are just a phone call away. Call 632-2225 for more information.
Central Valley Ag is constantly growing to meet member needs. Process Manager James Krackemeyer sees it in the feed mill.
When I started at the co-op, we had 2 mills in our system. Today, we've merged with other companies, so there's a lot of locations.
Mill Manager Ryan Lundeen says there's one focus, meeting the needs and demands of the co-op's farmer owners.
We're in the customer service industry, so seeing our customers happy is the ultimate goal.
Find all the products, services, and locations on the Central Valley Ag website, cvacoop.com. You and Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
2:37 to work out of the timeout, and they have gone final, as mentioned by Flip Casper over in Frankfort. Hanover winning the TVL over Clifton Clyde. 2:35 to go here, third quarter. Play Center trailing 35-29. Remington with the basketball out of the timeout. Here is Ty Martin up top, guarded by Whit Williams. Now Blake Frederick nearly with a steal in the run out. Martin gets it back, and the corner is Winter. He wants a 3-ball. It's up and just short. We have a foul down low while the shot was being rebounded for, and it goes against the Tigers, and by the reaction, I'm guessing it's on Blake Frederick. Just battling for position inside, and a foul is called. It's the third on the sophomore. 2:15 to work, third quarter. Ty Martin will inbound it from the baseline for Remington. 35-29 ball game. Martin to the post. Here's Marciano. Lifts it up and drops it in. Good soft touch inside. That's 28 for the 6'3 senior. Frederick will bring it back the other direction. Tigers now down by 8. They were down 2 at half and now trailing 37-29. A minute 57 to work. We're in the third quarter. Frederick has it down low. Shirley's got a good look inside, and he drops it in. And Trevin now with 18 in the contest, having a big night. Not much else for the Tigers, though, and in the ball game. 6 from Glavin, 4 from Swihart, a 3-ball from Isaac Lee back in the first half. Now a foul on the offensive end, a blocking foul against Cooper Glavin, I should say on the defensive end, and Remington will keep the basketball. A minute 39 to work. Second, I believe, on Glavin. Ty Martin will inbound. For Remington, the Broncos will come in from the sideline right in front of their own bench. Out deep to Jaden Martin, the point guard. 5'8 senior holds. Trevin Shirley out on him. 90 seconds to work, third quarter. It's 37-31. 6-point ball game. Lob down inside. Here's Marciano once more and a chance at a 3-point play. He has 30. And just unstoppable once he gets deep in the lane. He is 6'3 and all of that, and wide body on top of it. He puts the lead back to 8 and now steps to the free throw stripe, and he can shoot it from the perimeter and handles the ball pretty strong as well. 39-31. Free throw up, and the free throw is good. The old-fashioned 3-point play puts Remington on top now, 40-31. That is 33 now for Marciano. Here's Shirley. Good look for 3 left wing. He gets his 5th of the game. Trevin Shirley had 14 at halftime. Now has 21. And Winter down court. Lay-in off glass. No, Glavin goes high to bring down the board. Tigers down by 6. Under a minute to work in the third quarter. Isaac Lee into the front court. The sophomore holds the dribble, looks to the sideline for instruction. Now gets pressure from Martin. Takes it left side all the way to the glass. Left-handed lay-in good. They call it on the floor, though. It'll be Clay Center's basketball on the baseline. The little guy able to create and get around and make the shot with the left hand up high off the glass, but they called it before the shot was taken. 40-34 ball game, 47 to work in the third. Tigers basketball below their own bucket. Neither team in the bonus yet, but both nearing it. 4 team fouls each. Blake Frederick goes inside and a foul away from the basketball, an illegal screen called on the Tigers' Whit Williams. And they had Blake Frederick with a pass to, I believe it was Glavin, flashing to the paint, and Williams called for the foul. 47 seconds left, still third quarter. Now Clay Center will full court pressure. Ty Martin in the backcourt. Works his way toward the half-court stripe, gets it to Marciano. Backs his way in the lane, and an offensive foul on Marciano. Whit Williams draws the charge. And Marciano picks up his third foul, I believe. Let's check the scoreboard. It is 3 on the leading scorer in a big way in this ball game. 31 points for Marciano, but his third foul. 35 to work. Clay Center has it back, down by 6, 40-34. Frederick off a screen from Glavin to Shirley, to the post. Glavin back outside. Shirley for 3, cuts the lead in half. Strong this time. The rebound weak side to McQuiston. And it'll be walked up the floor by Martin as Remington leads 40-34. 16 to work. Here's Martin. Off now to Ty Martin. Down to 9. Remington starts their play in motion. They lead by 6. Kick to the corner. Down to 3 seconds, and the pass was a little wide for Jaden Martin, and he dropped the ball out of bounds trying to make the catch. So Clay Center gets it back with 3 seconds remaining in this third. It's a 40-36 lead for Remington. Clay Center has time to catch and get at least up the court before they have to heave it with 3 seconds to go. They trail here by 6. Glavin throws down court, trying to get it to Trevin Shirley near the half-court stripe. It's batted out of bounds. No time off the clock. So Cooper Glavin, of course, a quarterback, makes a good bullet pass to the half-court stripe. One of his sure-handed receivers, Sure-hand Shirley that time, didn't get a chance to get to it as it was knocked out of bounds. Now the officials are going to talk things over, maybe saying that there was 3 seconds when they threw it in. It was touched out of bounds. Not sure what you run off there, but they make a decision. And now they'll come to the scorer's table. 40-34, nearing the end of the third. It'll be 2.8 seconds now left. Whit Williams will inbound it. Glavin, Frederick. Now they throw to Shirley. Takes it up. Three-pointer, counts if it goes, and it just hits off the right iron. We're headed to the final 8 minutes here in Hillsboro. The Tigers trail by 6, 40-34.
The Citizens National Bank is ready to provide you with a great borrowing experience, whether you're buying, building, or refinancing a home. We offer first-time home buyer, FHA, VA, and conventional home loans with competitive interest rates on a national level and flexible term options to fit your financial situation. With little money down, we can assist you with getting into your dream house. The Citizens National Bank, mortgage loans with the personal attention you deserve. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey folks, Bill Rice of the Green Team. Want to kick off the new year right and start 2019 with some gigantic savings on Ram trucks. You can save over $14 grand after rebates and discounts on a brand new 2019 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Bighorn truck. This thing is loaded. So come out and see us at the Green Team, 802 West Crawford. You can swing by our lot downtown right across from the courthouse, or you can check us out online at greenteamcars.com.
40-34 ball game. We're headed to the final quarter here in Hillsboro. The Tigers down by 6. They trailed 2 at halftime. They now trail by 6 points as we go to the final 8 minutes. It will be Clay Center's basketball to start this final quarter. Clay Center brings Jarrett Fitzenmeyer, Isaac Lee onto the court, Cooper Glavin, Blake Frederick, and Trevin Shirley. Pass comes into Fitzenmeyer. Just Just underway, fourth quarter. Fitzenmeyer has it out deep. Screen from Frederick. Stops at the point. Tip pass. Isaac Lee runs it down and saves it back into Jarrett. Now baseline right. Trevin Shirley kicks it back out deep. Lee now to Fitzenmeyer. To Blake Frederick. Ball fakes it once. Kick out top. Fitzenmeyer. Zone defense by Remington. Tigers trying to find a seam. Shirley to Lee. Around left it comes to Fitzenmeyer. High post Glavin. Kick to the corner. Frederick. Jumps it back out deep for Lee. Now to Fitzenmeyer. Frederick in the corner. Now to Fitzenmeyer again. Here in the fourth, Tigers trailing 40-34. Shirley making a move, had his feet go out from underneath of him and slips and turns the basketball over. Shirley, not his fault, just took a hard jab step and slipped right out from underneath of him. And so Remington gets it back. A 6-point ball game. Here's Jaden Martin in the backcourt, guarded by Isaac Lee. 40-34. Clay Center trails by 6 here. Remington out deep. Ty Martin holds it. And they're led by 33-point performance from Braden Marciano, the big 6'3 senior inside. Dribble drive by Remington left baseline. Skip across, wide open look for Martin, and he misses it. Cooper Glavin the rebound, and he gives it away to Blake Frederick. Tigers still down by 6. 6:43 left to work in the fourth. As wide open as you could be, and Ty Martin just kind of short-armed it on the lay-in. Clay Center buys a break. Here's Lee left side. Dribble drive, kick to the corner for Frederick. Blake back outside Shirley, and around deep it goes to Fitzenmeyer on the right wing, well beyond the arc. Now to Frederick. Clock ticking to 6:20 in this ball game. 6-point contest. Tigers down 40-34. Isaac Lee, wraparound pass to Frederick. Now giving off to Glavin. He'll back it out. Shirley thought about a 3-ball. Now dribble penetrates all the way to the glass. He's fouled on his way in there, and he'll step to the stripe to shoot 2. Shirley with 18 in the game, and we'll get 2 more free throws. Trevin Shirley has shot the only free throws for the Tigers. He's 2 for 2. Meanwhile, for Remington, they have hit 4 out of 5 in the game. So neither team's gotten to the stripe much. Shirley, though, taking advantage when he does. He knocks in his first free throw here and cuts the lead down to 5. And buries them both. That's 23 now for Trevin Shirley in the game. It's a 4-point contest, 40-36. Clay Center will bring the full court press on against Remington. Marciano brings it inbound. Jaden Martin with the dribble. Works it right sideline. Fitzenmeyer pressing in that direction. Now between the legs, kicks it left wing. 3-point attempt for Remington. They haven't hit one in the game, and they won't here. Whit Williams clears it. Under 6 to go in the contest. Tigers down 4 with the basketball. Williams in the corner left, back to Fitzenmeyer. Looks across right, now gives it to Blake Frederick near the point. Now it's Whit Williams with it. Wing left to Fitzenmeyer. 5:40 left in the ball game. 40-36 contest. Tigers down by 4. Williams to Shirley. Dribbles all the way from left to right wing to the block. Takes it inside, and a blocking foul called against Remington. This will be a 1-and-1 chance now for Trevin Shirley. Shirley 4 for 4 at the line. A 1-and-1 chance here with 5.5 to go, and the Tigers trailing by 4. Cole Summers in for Remington. Trevin Shirley, 1-and-1 chance. 5:30 remains, fourth quarter. Shirley will have the chance at the front end of the 1-and-1. Free throw up, and good. 5 for 5 at the line. 24 points tonight for Trevin Shirley. One more free throw coming. Lead is down to 3. They cut it to 2. And it rims out. Rebound to Marciano. It'll be Jaden Martin bringing it up the floor for Remington. 5:25 to work. Tigers trail 40-37 in this fourth period. Martin left to Summers. Martin right side wing. Starts to go toward the paint. Marciano's not touched it for several possessions. Tigers did a good job to keep it away from him. Now the ball loose. Glavin slides in there, picks it up, and saves it to Shirley. Trevin down court. Slider in the lane. No. Rebound. Whit Williams high in the air. Jared Fitzenmeyer. The bucket from 15 won't go. Now it's Marciano the other way, and he walks with the basketball. The Tigers get it back. And a timeout taken by Remington. 4:53 to go, fourth quarter. It's a 40-37 ball game. Tigers trail by 3 when we come back.
If you're looking for a solution for living a better life at home with the aid of durable medical equipment, you've come to the right place. Patterson Health Mart has a wide selection of durable equipment such as nebulizers, CPAP machines, wheelchairs, diabetic supplies, and so much more. Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy has the best durable medical supplies from the most respected companies. Come in and find the equipment that will make your stay at home comfortable at Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack in Clay Center.
40-37, Tigers trail by 3, but had the basketball back and a little up and down the floor. Both teams had chances, couldn't convert, and then the turnover on Remington gives it right back to Clay Center, trailing by that 3-point margin. And the Tigers led by a huge night, 24 from Trevin Shirley, 6 from Cooper Glavin, 4 from Dylan Swihart, a 3-pointer from Isaac Lee back in the first half. 4:53 left in the game. Tigers have the basketball. Blake Frederick out top to the right side, cleared out for Shirley. He'll take it low, pulls from 10, short. Rebound, Glavin battling for it, but can't come up with it. And the rebound away to Ty Martin. 4:35 to work. Marciano thought about a 3. Ty Martin thought about it as well, but Remington will run some clock with 4.5 to go in the game and a 3-point advantage. Fitzenmeyer, great defense on Martin in the corner. Marciano for 3. He hit 2 in the first half, misses here. Fitzenmeyer yanks down the board. 4:20 left, fourth quarter. Tigers back with it, trailing here by 3. Jared with the dribble, gets a screen from Coop. Holds out top, now to Blake Frederick. Dribbles toward the paint, shovels it outside to Shirley. Trevin all the way to the window again. Can't get it down, has his own rebound, and we may have a foul, no, a jump ball call, and the arrow goes to Remington. 4:03 left, fourth quarter. Trevin Shirley got a look inside and then got it tied up with Remington down low. Now the pressure again by the Tigers. In the backcourt, Marciano can handle it pretty well, 6'3" senior. Working his way up the court, Glavin pressuring. In the corner to McQuisnick. 3:50 now left in this fourth quarter. It's 40-37. Tigers down by 3. Ty Martin, left side wing. Summers has it. Backdoor look for Martin on the wing. Now looks in low, free throw line. Summers ball fake, kick out. Martin wants a 3 ball. No, rebound to Glavin. 3:35 left. Tigers still down just by 3, 40-37. The Tigers have scored the only 3 points of this quarter with 3:25 to go. Here's Glavin out deep, right to Frederick. They lob it into the paint. Shirley back to the bucket, double team. They collapse on him. Now Frederick to Glavin to Williams, out top Fitzenmeyer. Around right to Blake. 3:10 left in this game. Fitzenmeyer, the corner left. Backs it out with a dribble, looking inside for Glavin. Not there. Now to Blake Frederick. And a timeout taken by the Tigers sideline. Stay with us. You're listening to Clay Center Tiger Basketball.
When you visit Clay Center, you're going to have a great experience and find it memorable. You'll discover small-town charm, unique shops, and friendly people all around. Merchants will be glad to help you find what you're looking for that adds to personalized customer service. The Clay Center Business Association welcomes you to spend a day or a weekend taking in all that Clay Center has to offer. Dine in at local restaurants, take in a movie, or drive through the small but beautiful zoo park. It's a feeling that stays with you a long time.
Again, Hanover winning the final in the TVL. Ended up with a running clock there late, although Clifton Clyde put together one heck of a run through the week. It would be a 66-36 final. Thomas Adkins led the way with 18 for Hanover. Christian Seifert with 18 for Clifton Clyde. Here the Tigers trail 40-37. They have the basketball. Coach Gruber getting a timeout called so they could set something up against the zone defense of Remington. Isaac Lee brings it inbounds to Garrett Fitzenmeyer. Fitzenmeyer out deep. Works it left. Now hold. Isaac Lee's in there. They lob it in low to Shirley. Back to the bucket. Out top, Frederick. Blake, dribble drive right side to Fitzenmeyer. Up top, Lee. Ball fake and drive to the lane. He's fouled on the way in there. It will be a push against Remington. It's on the floor, but it puts Isaac Lee at the free throw stripe for a 1-and-1. Great ball fake. Got the defender to rise up and blew by him and got into the paint and drew the contact. before the shot, so he'll have a 1-1 chance with 2:46 remaining. First free throw is good. The sophomore, Splash Lee, knocks in the first. One more coming. The 2-point ball game now with 2:46 left here in the fourth. Isaac Lee, one more free throw. Deep breath. Fires it up. It's strong. Long rebound off to Summers of Remington. Glavin and McQuisnett both end up on the floor. Now help each other back up and race down the floor. It's Remington with possession. 2:35 left in the corner. Summers. Around right it comes to Martin. They lob it low. Marciano. He'll take it up off glass and good. Frederick stood his position. Tried to get the charging call, but Marciano pretty solid to go straight up with the basketball that time. 2:19 left. It's back to a 4-point ball game. And Marciano now with 35 in this game. Fitzenmeyer, right wing deep to Frederick. Blake, dribble penetrates, gets to the window, kicks it across to Glavin. He'll take it up in the lane. He kicks it in off the glass. Glavin now with 8, and it's 2 minutes remaining, a 2-point ball game, 42-40. Double team by Fitzenmeyer and Glavin. Up the floor is Marciano. To the corner right, Summers. Back outside with 1:50, and Marciano holds it out deep on the wing right. Now they swing it around baseline to McQuisnick. Shirley out on him, man-to-man by the Tigers. Clay Center has a foul to give before they put Remington at the free throw strike. Martin, right elbow, ball fakes it. McQuisnick takes a 3 and airballs it out of bounds. No, it's saved in by Summers, but to Clay Center. Confusing shot by Remington with a 2-point lead, and McQuisnick hadn't even looked at a 3 yet tonight. 1:20 left. Clay Center has the basketball back, down by 2. Trevin Shirley, dribble drives the lane, and a blocking foul called against Remington. Trevin Shirley's headed back to the free throw stripe. He is 5 of 6 from the line tonight. This will be the final 1-1 for the Tigers. It'll be a double bonus after this. Tigers will bring Dylan Swihart into the game, and Isaac Lee will come out. 1:16 left here in the fourth. Tigers trail 42-40. Trevin Shirley a 1-1 chance. First free throw, high. Archer rattles off, and the rebound to Marciano. Good soft touch. It hung on there for a long time before it rolled out. 1:10 left, and now a foul in the backcourt. Again, that's the one foul to give for the Tigers. It's just a 2-point game, so a 1-possession contest. It will be Remington's basketball, about 3/4 of the court to go. And now we've got a timeout taken on the court by Clay Center. 42-40, 1:09 to go, fourth quarter. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on 100.9.
Your farm truck or semi is an important part of your farm operation. At TSI Kansas, we know the importance of fixing it right and at a fair price. If your truck needs repaired or serviced, you can trust the skilled mechanics at TSI to get it done right. You can rely on TSI for fast, friendly service every time. Call today at 785-632-5183.
Two-point ball game, 1:09 left here in Hillsboro. The Clay Center Tigers trail 42-40. It will be Remington's basketball, most of the length of the floor to go. They'll inbound on the sideline right in front of Coach Drew Groover of the Tigers. Clay Center has Trevin Shirley back deep, Blake Frederick, Cooper Glavin, Dylan Swihart, Jared Fitzenmeyer up in the front court. Pass comes into the front court, and now they've got a chance at a lay-in. Martin takes it up and drops it in. Glavin didn't want to foul and give an extra chance, and now we've got a timeout taken by Remington. They lead by 4, 1:03 left in this game. Another timeout taken. We'll break as well. You're listening to Clay Center Tiger Basketball.
Whether you are putting appliances in your home, business, or rental property, Wall's True Value of Clay Center has an appliance for you. We carry KitchenAid, Whirlpool, General Electric Cafe, General Electric Profile, General Electric, and Hot Point appliances in a variety of finishes, colors, and sizes. Come see us 7 days a week at Wall's True Value in downtown Clay Center or call 785-632-2851. Once again, 785-632-2851.
Central Valley Ag is constantly growing to meet member needs. Process Manager James Krackemeyer sees it in the feed mill.
When I started at the co-op, we had 2 mills in our system. Today, we've merged with other companies, so there's a lot of locations.
Mill Manager Ryan Lundeen says there's one focus, meeting the needs and demands of the co-op's farmer owners.
We're in the customer service industry, so seeing our customers happy is the ultimate goal.
Find all the products, services, and locations on the Central Valley Ag website, cvacoop.com. You and Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
1:03 left in the ball game. It will be the Tigers' possession. They trail by 4, so now a 2-possession game with 1:03 left in this fourth quarter. Play Center called that timeout. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Trevin Shirley will inbound. Jarrett Fitzenmeyer will bring it up the court. The Tigers look at appears to be a zone defense on the other end. We'll wait and see when they cross the timeline. Nope, now they're matching up. It appears man-to-man. Fitzenmeyer lets it roll near the half-court stripe before he picks it up. Now the clock starts with 1:03. Shirley has it in the front court toward the right side. Pulls up, 10-footer off glass, just rimming off. The rebound to Marciano. Under a minute to go. The Tigers trailing 44-40. They'll need the foul to put Remington at the free throw stripe. Marciano, long down-court pass. And now a poke away by Shirley, once again by Trevin Shirley. And then a reach-in foul is going to be called on that second try to take the basketball away. This will be a 1-and-1 for Remington. So the foul on Trevin Shirley stops the clock with 44.6 to go. Tigers trailing 44-40. Paul Fosnot to the line. Free throw is up and in. It's a 5-point ball game. Fosnot had missed his only other free throw attempt back in the first half. Now has 3 points in the game. 45-40 ball game, 44.6 to go. Second free throw up, and this one's good as well for Fosnot. Winner will check in for the Broncos. The Tigers have the basketball. It's still a 2-possession game with 44 seconds left. It'll be Trevin Shirley to inbound. 44 to work. Jarrett Fitzenmeyer will pick it up in the backcourt, guarded by Summers. Clock is ticking inside 40 now. Tigers just across the timeline. Trevin Shirley right side. Kick to the wing. Isaac Lee kick back out. Shirley for 3. Cuts it in half. Trevin Shirley buries a long 3 ball beyond the half moon right side, and Clay Center has it cut down to a 3-point ball game, 46-43. Another timeout on the court. Stay with us. Back in a moment.
If you're itemizing deductions, Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy can provide you with a history report at your request. They'll print out your prescription list that you had filled or refilled with them in the past year for your convenience. And this service is absolutely free. It's just another reason to make Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy your prescription and health headquarters. They're always there for you.
Defend, rebound, pass the ball, and score. Basketball's a simple game. Insurance is too, when you turn to me, your local Farm Bureau agent, Justin Tadman in Clay Center. I'm your go-to agent for farm, auto, home, life, and business insurance. So no matter what life brings, you'll be ready with a game plan that meets all your coverage needs. Give us a call at 785-632-2585. I make insurance a layup. Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company.
46-43 ball game, 32 to work here in the final quarter. Clay Center cuts it to a 3-point game on the 27th point of the night for Trevin Shirley on a deep bomb right wing. Remington has a length of the floor to go. Tigers denying the inbounds. Now it's into Martin, tipped, and now loose. A foul is going to be called late on Dylan Swihart. The ball got tipped away. Frederick looked like he may have had it. It was going out of bounds, and Dylan Swihart says, that was on me? Wow. It'll be Remington at the free throw stripe. It's still a 1-and-1 here, though. So no given for the Broncos. So in will come Cooper Glavin, Isaac Lee joining Shirley, Fitzenmeyer, and Swihart. 46-43, the Tigers trail by 3 with 31 seconds left in this ball game. Jaden Martin at the stripe. First free throw attempt of the game, and he buries it. And now it's a two-possession game again, 47-43, with 31 seconds left. We do know tomorrow, Clay Center Lady Tigers play at 4 for the championship. Would be their third straight title here at Hillsboro if they can get it done. And they will once again face Heston, who got by Eureka. Here's Shirley again for three. It's just short off the front iron. Pretty good look. With 20 seconds left, the Tigers will foul with 19.9 seconds remaining. And they'll march to the other end for more free throws for Remington. The Tigers trying to extend this game as long as they can to have a chance. With Trevin Shirley, that long three hit the front iron softly. It could have just as well rolled into as it could have rolled out of for the Tigers. Trevin has hit 6 3-pointers tonight. Martin hits the front end of the 1-and-1 as he did last time, and now has the coupon toss coming. 48-43 is the score. Tigers trail by 5. Free throw up and free throw good. 3 points for Martin. Tigers back down by 6 with 19.9 seconds remaining. Blake Frederick will check back in. Fitzenmeyer out. Glavin, Frederick, Lee, Shirley, and Swihart on the court for the Tigers. Blake Frederick will bring it up the right sideline. Down by 6. Blake toward the lane, takes it all the way to the glass, won't go. Tip in, Glavin, no. Marciano pulls it down, and with 10 seconds left, he'll be fouled here in the fourth. Great take by Blake Frederick. It just would not go in off the window. 9.8 seconds remaining here. At the free throw stripe will be Braden Marciano, who has 35 points in this game. He had 20 at halftime. 2 free throws coming, and the first one rims in, 36 now. And he's 4 for 4 at the line. Second free throw from the 6'3 senior, 37 tonight. Tigers are 9.8. They'll bring it down, but they trail now by 8, 51-43. Frederick down court. Here's Shirley. Step up long three again for his 7th. Off the back iron and off the glass, and that will be the ball game. 51-43 is your final. Remington gets the win. The Tigers will play at 2:30 tomorrow afternoon over at the middle school, and then followed immediately by the Lady Tigers playing for their 3rd straight Hillsboro title. Let's wrap up the scoring here for you in this ball game, and then we'll send it back to the studios. It was 37 from Braden Marciano. That's the whole story in this ball game, 37 of the 51. But on the other side, Trevin Shirley put 27 on the board tonight, 6 3-pointers. A 3-pointer also for Isaac Lee. He finished with 4 in the game, 8 points for Cooper Glavin, 4 for Dylan Swihart. The Tigers put up a terrific battle but fall, 51-43 to Remington. So tomorrow's schedule,